I don't know what happened then. For whatever reason, I seem to have got kicked off and lost the connection. And now I've got to set up the connection all over again. We're breaking $3 now. This is SPRB. It's moved up well on Friday pre-market and after hours on Thursday. Vacation was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. Really, really good. Just exactly what I needed. Spent time with my now fiance, as I was saying. Got engaged on Christmas Eve. I was supposed to do it on Christmas Day with a gift, but she wouldn't wait. She wanted her gifts early, so we got engaged. Hey, super. And I felt like Father Christmas with all the gifts I took. But there you go. Just took a quick trade here. $300 up on SPRB. Just looking for a retest of $3 now. Yeah, cheers. Thanks, donuts. Dunkers, donuts, whatever you're having today. This just popped up. Managed to get a little bit. Went green on the day. Look for some more. Looking for the black. Dividends, absolutely, Heathcliff. Absolutely not. I'm happy New Year to you, Matt, Colin. Dividends, that's what you should be looking for long term, Heathcliff. So you need to be looking for, if you look at investing, dividends are important. You want to be looking at reputable companies that have strong dividends that are consistent in the returns. So that essentially, as you build up your portfolio, what you're doing is you're building up that compounding growth of your assets, but also from the dividends, you're then able to take an income. Granted, it might only be quarterly, it might be monthly, but it's likely to be quarterly. Sometimes it's annually, but most good companies are quarterly. You're getting quarterly dividends, and that can be your wage, if you will, or that can be your pension, if you will, for your retirement. So you build up a nice little nest egg in terms of portfolio value, and with good reputable companies that have strong dividends and reliably strong dividends. You're talking about Amazon. We're talking, coffee table names, Procter and Gamble, Coca-Cola, all of these kind of things, and they've got good dividends that come out. Then, as you build up your portfolio, that's what you're wanting. You've got the assets there that you can use. You don't have to cash in your shares. You can use those shares like Elon did. You can use those shares, take a loan out against those shares if you get an emergency situation, you need to liquefy some assets. You don't liquefy the assets. You take a loan and use your assets as collateral. That way you're still getting that compounding growth on your assets, but also you're still getting the dividends. So that's what you want to be doing. I can certainly do that. I did have a good vacation. Good vacation. Let me have a look. The BCDA. There's nothing doing there at the moment. There's no volume. There's nobody trading it. Biocardia. So there's 110 shares traded all day. There's two trades in the out of hours session. So there's nobody trading this. So just be careful. It's currently it's a $2 stock, but it's a $2.50 stock, but it's a 50-cent spread, or 40-cent spread rather, because of the lack of liquidity. Hey Cedric, thank you very much. Oh, I must have lost all my connections. That's a bit dodgy. Not happy with that. Okay, so how are we doing? So that's pulling back a little bit too far now. I think you've got below it's right on the VWAP. We might get a bit of a bounce on the VWAP. Let's see. I'm not. Hang on a minute. MLEC. That just moved up to $18. Whole $1.50 move. But yeah, I'll stick with SPRB right now. Get a little bit of a bounce on the VWAP, so needs this. Really, what am I looking for here? I'm looking for 285 or better. I'm really struggling. I can't hear in my left ear. I don't know what's happened to me. I've got kind of feel like I'm still on the plane with the left ear, and I can't see because of blurred vision. But I'm trying my best here. You'll have to forgive me. I'll just put 5,000 shares on this one. Looking for the retest of $3 here. Yeah, well, no problem, Heathcliff. I mean, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't offer financial advice. Just my opinion. I'm just a fat guy on the internet with an opinion, and that goes for everybody. Don't follow me blindly. Just know that I'm just a fat guy on the internet with an opinion. I think I can see red there. What am I in? 288. It's really bad trying to do this when you're blind. I feel like Mr. Magoo right now. Oh, shut up with Mullen. No offense, Sniper, but Mullen's a garbage company. It really is. Like, everybody comes on here talking about Mullen Automotive, and quite frankly, it's horrible company. But the best thing they can hope for is someone to come along and acquire them for the technology or whatever. Then they're never going to do anything. They've got about 1 billion shares in the float. They're like 20-cent stock or whatever it is. I'll just have a quick look on the other screen where they're actually at the moment. 35 cents at the moment. They're a horrible company. There's a reason why they're 35 cents. And they got one distributor a few weeks back in early December, and everybody's going bananas thinking, oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. It's going to take off. And it's got a good social media following, like on Reddit and you know, certain forums, but too many people are holding bags, quite frankly. Okay. I don't give any advice. Cheers, Heathcliff. I don't give advice, so I'll have a look at. I'm just in this trade at the moment, but I'll have a look at Cassava in a moment. I won't be giving any advice. I'll just give you my opinion on Cassava. Well, let's have a look. So I'm down 10 cents on this at the minute. Well, a little over 10 cents. So 11 cents on the ask. I'm looking for another bounce on the VWAP. Like, we got this pullback, we've got a bounce on the VWAP and the move up. I was looking for the break of $3, but didn't quite get there. Had a great time. Had a great time. Now, Cassava's not doing anything today. There's no volume, no volatility. Got nothing happening with Cassava today. But let's see what happens with Spruce. This is Spruce Bioscience. I'm waiting for the break. I've got a double bottom here, which is the W shape. It's usually very bullish. I'm looking for the break of $3 here. So Cassava's currently at 28.70, but there's nobody trading it. Today's total trades, 212 trades all day. SPY's moving up. Let me know what you think about the SPY. Will it reach 400 today or 4,000 on the SPX? Let me know what you think, what direction you think that the market's going to go. It's currently positive. We're like 51 base points up on the SPY. Let me know if you can see this on YouTube, because I got booted off a little bit earlier. So let me know on YouTube if you can see this, because I lost all the comments. So give me a heads up on YouTube if you can see this, or Twitch for that matter. Good man. Thanks for that. Cheers, Ian. Appreciate that as well. Yeah, because I got booted off a little bit earlier, and I think I just lost the connection. So just waiting for this to move up. Looking for a move up with a break of $3. It did go up as high as 340 on Friday. So the 338 actually was the high of day on Friday, the pre-market. I'm looking for that break of $3, maybe test 320. I'm not optimistic it'll get up as high as 340, but who knows? We might. So I want to see this double bottom breakout up here. Ideally wanted to see it break 295, but before you got back into this for a double bottom breakout. A double bottom, what you're looking for a double bottom is you get the W shape, but the entry is above the middle of the W. So as you break the middle of the W, which is currently 294, so your entry there would have been 295, and then you would have got the full. You're looking for the full. It's got its own measuring stick, so you're looking for the full size of the dip. So current high of session is 302, and it would have come down to 273. So we're looking at a 30-cent move from, yeah, so 305. The break of $3 is what we're looking for, basically. Is there anything else moving? A nice flag setup on the 2-minute. If you watch this on the 2-minute, you can see it's a lovely flag setup. Here's your flagpole, and here's your flag. So it's a lovely flag setup, very bullish flag setup. So we're looking at what you want to be doing is looking for confirmation on multiple time frames. So right now you've got a bull flag setup here, and you've also on the 1-minute got the double bottom. So you double bottom, and then a 2-minute bull flag. On the 5-minute, you've not really got a setup, but it's looking like it's setting up as a flag as well. So this looks quite bullish right now. I'm not saying it's going to go one way or the other. I'm not saying follow me. I'm not saying, you know, do not follow me, in fact, is what I'm saying. Just the fact that, why can I see two lines? Can anybody else see two lines, or is it just me? I think it's just me. Yeah, everything's blurred. HKD to the moon. Good luck with that. Yeah, this is just bouncing on the VWAP for a move up. We might break the VWAP and breaks the view up. I might just I mean 288, 273 is 15 cents. Yeah, why not? VWAP is currently 275, just under 275. So Still waiting for this move up and a break of $3. And if we break this downwards resistance line now, it looks like we've got a chance of doing that. This descending resistance, which is how we get the flag breakout. There we go. We might get the break of $3 now that we've been waiting for. $91 on the ask. There we go. There we go. Took some off there. Take the rest off. That's the break of $3 that we got. So we're now $800 in profit. So that's what we're looking for. We got this lovely setup. This was more of a two-minute setup than the 1 minute. So this lovely flag breakout. And as soon as it broke that descending resistance there, it just moved up and broke a new high. So now we've got a new high of day. We're over $3. Yeah, thanks, Alistair. Enjoy your flight, buddy. Maybe see you later in the week. This is SPRB, yes, El Puno. So Spruce Bioscience. Thanks a lot, Alistair. I can hardly see it myself. I've got double vision. But I'm a little bit worried because on the 5 minute now, if you look at the 5 minute, you've got what I call the devil horns or the double top. And that can be a sign of reversal. So I'm not getting in until we break 305 now. I'm not re-entering until we've got over this devil horns on the 5 minute. So what you tend to find is the higher the time frame, the more reliable the pattern. And because we've got the devil horns on the 5 minute, I'm kind of wary that there's a potential reversal right now. So I don't mind this coming all the way back. We've got that beautiful bull flag breakout though. You've got the flag there. There's your flagpole. There's the flag, and then the downward resistance, and it broke out and moved up and broke new highs. So it was textbook bull flag breakout there. But I'm just wary of that 5 minute devil horns right now on this one. Let's see what else. There's nothing else moving right now as such above $3, above $2-3. I mean, I have my floor at $3, my basement floor at $2. So I don't very often trade at $2 or at this $2 level. What I do is I trade $3 and above is kind of what I trade. $5 to 35 is kind of my sweet spot. But we'll see. TAL Education. A lot of the Chinese stocks, including TAL, have been moving well lately. So China's just made some. So TAL Education right now is low volume. We're talking a 2 cent ATR, so the volatility is not there. It had a big move up first thing. So if you look at this on the 5 minute, you'll see what I'm talking about. Had this big move up. This is based on legislation that's come out in China over the weekend. Opening up, they now open up globally. They've relaxed a lot of the COVID restrictions that have been in place for the last 3 years. So we should see a little bit of a mini bull run on a lot of these Chinese education, on Chinese stocks in general. So TAL Education, you probably see similar patterns in, let's have a look at XPeng and stuff like that. XPeng. This is moving upwards, not quite to the level of TAL. NEO's probably moving up as well. Yeah, so NEO's moving up. So NEO had a similar pattern to TAL. So the initial spike up, then sideways. A lot more volume on NEO, of course. Let's have a look at Bilibili, Alibaba. So Bilibili, slightly opposite way. It's sold off. It had this spike up, but then it sold off later. So I don't know if there's a catalyst driving that with Bilibili. Let's have a look at Alibaba. So Alibaba had the same pattern as TAL Education, and these are all the Chinese stocks. Most of them have got this gap up over the weekend and then move sideways. Now, Billy, for whatever reasons, had a bit of a sell-off, so I think there's an individual catalyst there if I look into it. But apart from that, so TEL Education is probably going to follow a similar pattern to the likes of Alibaba and Neo and the rest of the Chinese stocks. That's my thoughts, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, so just do your own due diligence. Novavax, it's low volume, but it popped up. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, so this popped up nicely. Let's see. Why? There's a reason for that. 12.20. Right, okay. So Novavax have just named John C. Jacobs as new president and CEO. So that's just dropped. That's the news that's just dropped, which is why it's just spiked up. They've just named a new president and CEO. It's quite heavily shorted, 30% short on Novavax. So that we might get a bit of a squeeze on this today with that news, possibly. So it could be one worth watching. It's currently 8% up. Put it on the watch list. For 1 minute. Let's look at first pullback. Move up, you don't chase. First pullback we've got. So we're looking at 12.20 or above. Yeah, I can check Hook Mining. That's low volume, not really doing much. 99 cents at the moment with Hut 8. It's up on the day. Don't get me wrong. It's up about 8%, but there's nobody trading it. You need more volume to be trading this. It did have a good day, one good day last week where it went up to kind of 125 or whatever it was last week, 123. But there's just no volatility or volume on Hut at the moment. There, Ian. Oh, sorry, user. Had a great time, Ian. Had a great time. Let's have another look at Novavax. Is it going to move back up? Bed Bath & Beyond had a bit of a spike last week as well, didn't it? I mean, it's down at like $1.50, so I'm not trading there. It's below the floor, but we're about to file for bankruptcy. Let's have a quick look at Bed Bath & Beyond, funnily enough, just so I can talk about it. So Bed Bath & Beyond last week was up at $3. That would have been Tuesday, up at $3, and it's sold off. So it did have a spike this morning, but it's now sold off. Went above 325. There's talk of them filing for bankruptcy. So we saw that in the summer last year, where Revlon, for example, filed for bankruptcy. And they managed to get a loan to stave off some of the scalps. There was interest of an acquisition from a company in India, which meant that we got a few squeeze actions with Revlon, and it shot up a couple of times over the course of the summer before they eventually did go through with the insolvency action. So we might see that with Bed Bath & Beyond. So somebody was talking about, I think it was Eddie or whatever, Mullen, and I said it's garbage. Yeah, it's still garbage. It's down at 35. It's down on the day 8%. but it's not a great stock. If you want to trade the stock, see, what the best thing that they could do if they don't want to sell to a competitor or something, best thing that for them will probably be to sell to a competitor, just sell the technology and get out of it. But if they did a reverse stock split, I think it would do wonders for the price action. It would do wonders for the trading action. If they did, say, a 100-to-1 stock split, instead of having 500 million shares in the float, they were down to like kind of 50 million or something, and it will be a lot better, in my opinion. Nice one, Ed. Nice one. Green day's a good day, buddy. A green day's a good day. So we got that spike off the flag, but now it's using the flag as support. This what was descending resistance is now descending support. So I want to see this moving back up and testing $3 again. I'm not getting back into this until it's over $3. Let's go back up to Novavax. We had the pullback. We never made a new high, so now it needs to be over $12. Oh, so we've not made a new high. Not really made a new high. I'm seeing double here. I'm seeing this doji. I'm seeing two horizontal lines on the doji. My eyes are really bad today. Brendan, that's a very good question. Why do I wait for the stock to make a new high instead of trying to get in early and wait for new highs? Now, I don't always wait for it to make a new high. What I'm looking for is confirmation that it's going to break, that it's not retracing. But I want to, and the timing is not there. So what I'm looking for here is, I'm now not looking for it to make a new high of day. I'm looking for a candle to make a new high. Now we've just got that. This is on the 1 minute, so I'm actually looking at this on the 2 minute, given that the high is 12 on this candle here, this red candle. So the higher the time frame, the more reliable it is. I don't want to get faked out, so I need this now to break higher. So rather than just moving up to the same level of resistance it met last time and got rejected and then pulling back, if I'm getting in here and I've got very little wiggle room, so I'm looking for confirmation that it's going to move up, and when it breaks the previous resistance level, which was $12, and it's a psychological level here now as well, so we're looking at the whole dollar level. When it breaks that, I'm also looking at the volume, and I want to see volume. I've not taken a trade on Novavax because the volume's not really been there. This was more of a move up, low volume on the back of the news, but I want to see volume come in. And then, so I'm looking for confirmation. I'm looking for the pattern. I'm looking for the breakout of the pattern, and I'm looking for confirmation to come in. So if this breaks 12, but it doesn't do it on good volume, then I won't be taking the trade. I want that confirmation. So I'm looking for. There's a saying in the stock market. It's buy low, sell high. That's great, but where do you buy? How do you know when it's at its lowest? Now, if you're looking for reversals, if it's consistently moving down, you can start looking for signs of exhaustion. You can look for signs of a reversal and then get in for the move back up. That's one way of doing it. But if you're looking for stocks that have got momentum to the upside, how do you know when they get a retracement and there's always a pullback? How do you know when you've got the bottom of the pullback? Well, the quick answer to that is on the lower time frames, you look for the candles that are making a new high. So what I mean by that is you look for the previous candle, the high of the previous candle, and as it breaks that new high, you've got a bit of momentum, and it's basically breaking that resistance level. So and if you've got good volume, you know that's a safe place to get in because other people are watching it that area as well, and that's when you can get in and move on to higher highs. So the buy low, sell high isn't necessarily what we're looking for. We're looking for, with momentum stocks that are following a trend, and there's a reason behind it, we look to buy high and sell higher. That's why I would wait for it to break a new high, Brandon, sorry. I apologize if you're new to the channel and I talk and I call out your name and I mispronounce it because I really can't read what's going on at the moment. My eyes are blurred. I've got blurry double vision on my eyes, so trading's kind of dangerous for me today. I'm surprised I've got 808, nearly $1,000 out of this pre-market. But if I'm calling out your name because I'm misreading it, it's probably because it's blurred for me. I'm not. So you can do that. You can play both sides, JD. So riding it. The question here is, am I riding it up and down too? The problem with that is that it can cost you money on. You want to be looking for the same kind of signs as well. You want to be looking for the same kind of signals. Once you get to a level of exhaustion or it's looking pretty extended and you're moving to the upside, you might want to look for a short entry, i.e. you might want to look for the sell-off and you sell it, ready to buy it back at a lower price. So you can do that. Now, a couple of things that you want to watch for that is you only really want to be doing that on liquid stocks that are easy to borrow. So you're not getting locate fees and high borrow fees. And you also don't want to be going short on a stock that's exhibiting a bullish upwards trend. If you're quick and you're scalping, you can get away with it, but more often than not, you're setting yourself up for failure. Now this, for me, might be decent to short, because it never broke a new high. It got up to the high of 1220, never broke a new high on the 2-minute, and it's consistently coming down. We got a little bit of a bounce on the VWAP, but we still didn't break a new high. We got one new high here, but that's more of a fake out, which is why I look for the higher time frames for confirmation, and we never really got the volume. So if we look at this on a 2-minute, we're seeing quite a low volume, but we never really got the volume after the initial pump on the news of the new CEO and president. We never really got the volume. This little kind of move up here, we got an increase in volume, but then it died off. So it's kind of dangerous to play Novavax at the moment, I think. Yeah, I looked at Paya Holdings, and it's just like it's not doing anything. Let me just have a look at the catalyst here, because that looks to me like a stock split or an acquisition based on the pattern. If I look at this on the 5-minute, based on that pattern, it's either a stock split or an acquisition, I would say. There you go. Like I say, just by looking at the pattern, stock split or an acquisition. And Paya shares are trading higher after Nuvei entered into a definitive agreement to acquire the company for $9.75 per share in cash. So it's at $9.70. There's no trade there. It's an acquisition. You can tell just by the pattern of the movement of the pattern of the price action. So that's why Paya is not of interest to me, Ed. But I've not yet, Alistair. I've not yet. Hang on a minute. Excuse me. Oh. I've not set my targets for 2023 yet. I probably will just my targets for 2023 I'm probably going to do one of two things. Now, let me know your thoughts. I'm either going to for the first part, I've continued with the 5,000 average daily goal, but I've not set a 2023 goal as yet. I thought I'd wait until I get back on stream and I discuss it with the Day Trade with Tony community here, and I'm probably looking at a 20% increase. So I got a $1 million net was my goal last year. I'm probably looking at 1.2 net. So that means 100,000 per month net after fees and charges and etc. on average is what I should be looking at. Which means I probably just look at that 20% growth on a daily basis, which would mean 6,000 daily goal instead of the 5,000 that I had last year. So that's probably what I would on a growth level, and that will probably take me to where I need to go if I wanted to have that just that 20% increase, which will be a 1.5 growth, about 1.2 net, give or take. So that's what I'm thinking. However, what I'm thinking I might do is do a bit of a blog or a journal. And do a small account challenge. Well, start off with a small account challenge, maybe do a $1,000 or a $2,000 small account challenge and journal it from, let's say, do a 1,000 to 1 million. Let's see how I, not say how quickly, but let's see if it's possible, and if it is possible, how long it would take me to grow a $1,000 account into a $1 million account. Now, that would be a complete growth. Forget the transaction fees and commissions, etc. That will purely be based on account size. So that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, I might well do, Ian. I had a really good break. I needed the break, Flip Jug. I needed the break. Well, that's what I'm thinking, Super Chip. I did a $2,500 small account challenge there back in August. I did it for 14 days, and I managed to get from 2,500 to 12,500 back in August. If you weren't a regular to the channel at the time, go back and check the August small account challenge playlist on YouTube and you can relive that or share this, or wherever. But I'm thinking a lot of people start off trading and they have notions of I'll start with $1,000 and I'll make $1,000 a day. It doesn't work like that. The economies of scale are not like that. So I like this month I started with a little over, I think it was $30,000 in my account last week, and then I've had $12,000 on top of that before today. So I'm starting today with $43,000 in my account. Which allows me to target myself on a $5,000 daily average. Now, I'm not going to get $5,000 a day every day. Some days I'm going to lose money. Some days, like in December, I have some really good days and I might get 20, 30, 40, or even $50,000 in a single day. Great when that happens. I can't budget on that being the case on a regular basis. Those days are few and far between. But a lot of people have this delusion that it's easy to do. So if I did this, and I teach people, if you're new to the channel, a lot of people that are on the stream right now and that are watching are regulars to this channel and have taken my course, have taken, they've had me as a mentor, they've learned my way of trading, and they're now trading on their own. So there's plenty doing that. But if you're new, then I do that, and I do say you've got to start small and you've got to grow small. The compounding effect of growing your account can be huge, but you've got to look at the long term as opposed to the short term gains. $5,000 a day is phenomenal because that gives you over 1.2 million a year. Not everybody can do that. My results are not your typical trader's results. Most people lose money, so you need to temper your expectations. If you can get $100 a day, that's $500 a week. on average, I'm not saying you're going to do that every day, but if you can on average get $100 a day trading, that's $500 a week, that's $2,000 a month. It's an extra 25 grand a year. Now, if that's going to make a big difference to you, great. But that's what you want to be looking at starting with. You can then start to scale up slowly, and maybe 2-3 months down the line, what you would consistently doing of $100 a day, you're now doing $200 a day, $250 a day, until you get into like $500 a day. $500 a day is about $120,000 a year. That puts you in the top 5% of earners wherever you are. It put you in the top 1% in a lot of countries. But if you're in the US, if you're in the UK, or anywhere in Western Europe or anything like that, you'll be 120,000 a year will put you in the top 5% of earners, believe it or not. So start small, temper your expectations. And if I did a $1,000 account, I'd be showing, look, I'm not going to try and get $1,000 a day with a $1,000 account. I might be looking at $100 a day on average. And then growing at $150 after a couple of weeks, so $200 after a couple more weeks, and slowly scaling that up. So that's one thing I'm thinking about doing for 2023 as a longer challenge for me. Let me know if that's something that you'd be let me know if that's something that you'd be interested in watching. I did, Alistair. I did. I started with 5K. So I've done 2 small account challenges last year, and in February, which is what this community started the whole thing. Is I started screening the small account challenge. I started streaming my trades live, and I did started with $5,000 well, just under $5,000 in beginning of February, first of February. And by the end of February, well, actually, I got over $100,000 and then gave it back. So I finished with 79,000. So it was a good. I gave 30% back off the top wasn't good, but it was a good exercise in growing a small account aggressively. It's not how I recommend anybody trades with their own money. That's more for education and entertainment purposes only, because I had the money in behind. So if I lost that $5,000, I wasn't blowing up my account and being left with money that I couldn't afford to lose. So don't put money in and trade aggressively if you can't afford to lose it. I say that every single time. Most people will lose money. Most people, 85% of people that trade the stock market lose money, and there's a number of reasons for that. But don't be aggressive. Look for the right setups and only trade the right setups. We've got 2 minutes to the bell, guys. Exactly. Well, no, you do super chip. You get leverage on $1,000. Anything above $500 you can get leverage with, but the leverage. So with my broker, you don't get leverage on anything under $5 in terms of stock. So you're kind of struggling a little bit with $1,000 because you have to dip into the penny stocks. You have to dip into the penny stocks because the only way you can get a decent size enough to get a decent payoff. I don't like dipping into the penny stocks, so that's why I'm a little bit reluctant to do that. But if I have to start with $1,000, then I would do that. MMV's moving up. You're absolutely right. Not great volume, and it's lost all its gains. It moved up from 11.75 up to a $3 move and lost it all. So that's scary. So the multi-metaverse holdings. Never heard of them. Moved up and down in the space of 10 minutes. So just be careful with stocks like that. And it's moving up again. So we're getting. I mean, it's got good volatility. It's got the ATR is like 93 cents. What I would say though is that the spreads are 75 cents. So just be careful. You put 1,000 shares in there, you know straight away you're $750 down. I'll change my scanners over. Yeah, the snoring, the chow chow, snoring chow. Let's see what's moving up. So Novavax just sideways and has sold off at the open. SPRB looking weak. Mullen selling off. SPY selling off. Let's see what happens. I'll take a look at Sonwa. There's nothing else moving. It moved up, had a bit of a bounce, pull back. It's underneath the VWAP. That's always a bit of a worry. So yeah, I'm not overly enamored with that one right now. This looks like it's selling off at 158. And it's on short sale restrictions. It's not something you could short, or at that level you really wouldn't want to short it anyway. No problem, Rota. I'm glad. That's fantastic, that is. So 700 bucks up in the pre-market. Walk away now. It's your first day of trading properly after 3 months of mentorship and taking the day trade with Tony Porsche. 700 up. Pack it up now. Walk away. Walk away with 700 bucks of profit on your first day. Don't get greedy. Do not give it back. Get green, stay green. You're already over goal. I mean, I don't know what your goal is, but I imagine if it's your first day of properly trading, 700 is more than what your daily goal actually is. So yeah, get green, stay green. Walk away now. Go back to the simulator now that you've made some profit. If you want to carry on trading and practicing, just go back to the simulator, Rota. That's my advice to you. I don't offer advice, offer opinions, but as your mentor, as you say, I would say lock that in as today's profit. And if you want to carry on trading, do it in the simulator. Just don't get formal. Just don't give that back to the market. Son, you might. I don't think so. I can't see it. Might do, but it's not something I'm looking favorably at right now. What happened with double MV? Yeah, that didn't do much either at the bell. Kind of rejected the VWAP. This is why the VWAP is extremely important. So I did have CVACy on my watch list. I call this out in the Discord. This is my watch list for a gap and go. And the level I'm watching there is 1050. Watching the $0.50. Key level at pre-market. It's actually 1060 is the key level, and the pre-market highs of 1080. 1060 and 1080 are the key levels, but 1050 that area, then 1075 that area. Quarter, half, and whole dollar levels. So this is CVACy had a good catalyst this morning, over the weekend. We were just looking at MMV and it's just halted. So did it halt to the upside or the downside? MMV halted to the downside. So yeah. Let's go back to CVACy. So this is looking quite nice. Take a position for the move back up. The test. The test of the $0.50. I'm already 20 cents in the hole, but we've got a 17 cent ATR. So I'm kind of watching for the retest of the VWAP as support and then the move back up. VWAP is my cutoff. I'll just put that in there now. Stop in at the VWAP. 1014.60, so I put it at 1015. There's not a lot else moving. Golden Sun Education. Google's breaking highs. Yeah, so I got stopped out, broke the VWAP. So we're now in the hole to 260 bucks. I'm not too bothered about that. I certainly can check that for you. So this is Cosmos Health. There's not a lot of people trading it. There's no volume at the moment. The volatility is like 4.5 cents on the ATR. So right now, 180 shares traded all day. Probably not much of a trade there on Cosmos. I don't know if you're holding bags from last week or back in December when it went up to kind of $23, $24. But this ain't moving at all at the moment. So back to CVAC, because I still think this is going to pop. Oh, 8-cent spread. The volume's not great on it, so it's probably not something I would recommend taking as a trade. The volume's not great. It was one to watch for a gap and go this morning, but it doesn't seem to be going. So it's certainly gapped, but it doesn't seem to be going at the moment. So let's see what is it going to move up and break the highs? Needs more volume. Bed Bath and Beyond 182 right now. Puno kind of sideways at the minute. No, 162. I said 82. It's 162. 162. My eyes are blurred, so I apologize. I'm calling out numbers. Double check it yourself because I can't see the numbers properly. I'm estimating right now because I've got double vision on my eyes, even with the glasses. There's not a lot of volatility right now, so we're 10 minutes in. The market's still early. It's still early doors. We're still waiting for some good movers. RVNC. Have a quick look at that while I need to put a stop on this. 10-cent stop on this. Right now. Have a look at RVNC. I've traded this before. So Revenant Therapeutics. Let's have a quick look at why this has moved up. So, right, okay. Revenant Therapeutics provides an update on commercial launch and preliminary fourth quarter. That's why. So it's just revenue report. Although on Saturday, late on Saturday, it did announce FDA acceptance of a supplemental biologics license application for treatment of cervical dystonia. Am I still in CVAC? Let's have a quick look. Oh, yes I am. I'll put my stop there at 32. See if I can't make that money back. Get rid of that stop for now. At 1200, I'll be happy. Keep going. Locked in half. The 10-cent trail on the rest. And let's see, will we make our money back? We're back in the positive. Hey Farron, I'm doing well, I'm having a good time. I'm in a good period in my life right now. So I just put a 10-cent trailing stop on this. I did expect this to gap and go. It didn't quite gap and go, but it is moving up. Just got stopped out there. Pretty much made back what I lost on the first entry. So I'm back up to $800 in green. So any green day is a good day. So there we go. Who's posting my videos? I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Soothing. Looking for the $0.75 level. $0.75 is what we're after. Got it on the ask. Looking for it on the bid. Nearly. There we go. And we'll put the 10-cent trailing stop in place for the other 5,000. There we go. So we're $2,000 up. Happy days. That was a nice little $2,000 trade. Well, I think you get when you try to post links in the chat, it doesn't post their Soothing. So if someone's posting my videos, then just block them, just report them, and we'll have done with it. So we're getting a pullback here. So we're now $2,000 up. That was a nice little trade. No, what we want to see is the break of $11. And we just got that. So if you were in the day trade with Tony community, you'll know that I called this out on the watch list this morning. Very early. Good catalyst for a move up. This is a nice pullback. This is what we're looking for. I want to retest the whole dollar now again. Current highs 82, 83, and 83. I think it's 80 or 60. Oh, we missed out on 30 cents. The ATR, the volatility is now increased. It's now up to almost $0.25. We're looking at 23 cents on the volatility on the ATR. Star Surgical making new highs. STAA. I'll have a look at that just now. Star Surgical breaking highs. It's moving up. Not on great volume, but it is making new highs. This is the top momentum stock right now over the last 15 minutes. All right, anybody else seeing anything that they want me to take a look at? And this one is up huge amounts today. So this is Pexagen. Not something I'm trading because it's below $2, but it's a Pexagen and it's up 120% on the day right now. APGN had one volatility halt to the upside earlier. All right, go on. What did that do? Nothing. Kronos. It's not really got the volume. Let's go back to CVACy. We've got the pullback here. Are we going to get a move back up? I'm not so sure. I'll take a look at Mara for you. Marathon Digital, Bitcoin mining stock. I've got my trading view open. I do. Bitcoin is up at 17,250. 17.25 thousand is what Bitcoin's at right now. Ethereum is at 1325. Cardano. I'm actually going to cash in my crypto, I think, and buy back in at the end of the month. Write off the losses, and I can expense that against tax then. You just got to be, if you're going to do that, guys, then just on that basis. If you're going to, what's going on with this? If you're going to try and write off any of your losses against your taxes to try and reduce your tax liability, then you just be careful of the wash rule. So you need to hold it for a certain length of time, and then you can't get back in like the next day or something. You need to get out, report it to the loss, and then get in until a later date. Marathon Digital moving up, it's at 468, which is kind of very low. Have they had a stock split recently? Because I remember trading this up at like $48 a couple of years ago. So yeah. I'm just going to get rid of my trading view. Reduce my CPU usage. CVACy, just I'll pull back. Let's have a look at what else is moving. Novavax started to move back up again. So pre-market high of 12.50. Oh no, 12.20. See, that's my eyes are just shot at the minute. I mean, I'm wearing glasses, but I remember 12.20 pre-market. Did test it, but didn't break it. So we got a high here of 12.17 on the session. Magic Empire Global Group at $1.28. Not really what I'm looking for. Nvidia making new highs. So a lot of the so if you look at the SPY, a lot of the S&P 500 stocks are making good moves up. So SPY breaking highs here up at 391. I think we could get 400 on the SPY today. It's a very realistic possibility. Yeah, 391s, 391.20s. So if it continues with this bullish momentum, just remember, guys, we've got the CPI data, the inflation data coming out later this week on Thursday. So remember to join me for that. We get that in the early session, and that moves the market one way or the other. But we get like Nvidia, for example, breaking new highs. So up at 157. AMD probably following suit. Yeah. Is Tesla benefiting from this? Yeah. So we're getting a bit of a cup and handle there with Tesla. Well, this is into a halt. APGN we called out earlier. Oh my goodness, we were 10 minutes in when I was trading it trading earlier, and I thought we were. And it's rolling now. 25 minutes in, so into the market open. So I thought we're past 10 o'clock at market time. My bad. Still got half an hour's trading to do yet. Good luck, buddy. I mean, it's moving up. It's got a bit of resistance at that $0.75 level, but it's moving up, Alperno. So good luck with that, buddy. So this one, APGN, is looking strong. This is the second halt to the upside. So check that out for yourself. Apexygen, APGN. It's Apexygen. It did have catalyst. It's the top mover on the day right now. Did have a catalyst. I can't recall what the catalyst was. Let me just have a quick look on Benzinga. No, Paxogen. No, I'm not seeing any particular reason. There you go. There's the resumption. Gap down. I'm not seeing why it's moving up. There's no particular catalyst, the news catalyst, other than analyst ratings. Is it short? Not highly shorted either. So go figure. I don't know. I don't know why this one's moving up the way it is. I mean, it's 140% up nearly. It was over 150% up on the day earlier, so a couple of minutes ago. Let's see. I'll have a look at Bed Bath & Beyond for you, Puno, whilst I'm here, shall I? Bed Bath & Beyond, you bought it, it pulled back. I did say be careful of the $0.75 though, because $0.75, quarter, half and whole dollar levels, guys, very psychological levels, particularly with the penny stocks. If you're getting to one of those levels, be careful. If you're in profit and you reach one of those levels, take some profit. Nobody goes broke taking profit, so just take some off. You can always add back if you get past that level. Resistance and support, the very important levels. It's pulled back to the VWAP, so you might get a bounce on the VWAP here, El Puno. Hopefully you'll get a bounce, and it'll be a strong bounce. You'll get some volume come in, and it will help you get past that $0.75 psychological level. So Kamara moving up. Oh, Kamara Life Science traded this last year, September, when it was back up, it was up at like $4 or whatever. Had a really good day mid-September. We got some good action on this. Looking for something to... Nothing really going parabolic at the moment. APGN's probably the closest thing to it. But this needs to start moving back up. So you want to get past the quarter dollar again. Looking at, is that a 2 or 3? That's a 225. So if this gets back up towards 225, you don't want to be getting in at 220 when it's 225. You've got the quarter dollar resistance level there. But it's had 2 halts to the upside already this morning. It's just bounced very nice. So it halted up, gap down, then moved down, sold off, bounced very nicely on the VWAP, all the way back up to kind of 2. What's the high of this one? 218. So what's the low of this one? 184. So 16, yeah, good 30 odd cents, 35 cents bounce off the VWAP. Came back down to the VWAP again, bouncing again. So got a double bottom there. Move up, double bottom. This is kind of the chicken's legs or whatever. Stork's legs, like the devil's horns, but in reverse. So this could move up. I personally wait for it to break 220 again, but it's a little bit lower than I like to trade, but like cheaper than I like to trade anyway. I'm happy with 2K at the moment. It's early doors in the month. It's early doors on the year. I'll wait for a really good setup. Quite a lot of movement. There's some good stuff moving. Oh, some stuff moving well, I should say. Tesla breaking highs. There you go. There's Tesla breaking highs up at 122. following the market directly, overall market. Amazon also breaking highs, up at 89s. Oh, it's cheaper than Tesla, so let's have a look at Amazon. That's up at $89, 89.20s. Again, struggling to find a bit of resistance at the quarter dollar there, 89.25, which is currently 89.26 is the higher day, so it's struggling around that quarter dollar level. As I say, up the pre-market high on the screen on which one? You know, Bed Bath and Beyond. It's over the pre-market high. Pre-market high on Bed Bath & Beyond was like 180, 166. Actually, no, it wasn't. That was pre-market resistance. Pre-market high at Bed Bath & Beyond was 230, 229, 230. Yeah, 229. So you're way off the pre-market high on Bed Bath & Beyond. APGN. Yeah, so we've got. Let's do this little. Draw this up here. See if it works with the bodies. Yeah, that actually works fairly well with the bodies. Drawing the line through the bodies, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 tests of that. That's an ascending resistance. So a bit of a flat bottom here as well on the 135. Worth noting. All right, CVACy moving back up again. Yeah, I'm not convinced. Not convinced. I mean, there's argument for a W formation, but I'm not convinced there. So Nvidia breaking highs as well. So Novavax finally did get that break of highs. 1220. Now testing 1230. Got support at the quarter dollar. Fubo TV. What's going on there? $2. Just broke the $2 level. That's why it's hitting my scanners now. Is it just market sentiment? It looks like it might just be market sentiment, or is there an actual catalyst for Fubo? Fubo is 16% up on the day. Now over $2. Yeah. No specific catalyst, so just be careful with that one. It's a higher float stock, 22% shorted, so that might have something to do with it. But just be careful. There's no specific catalyst. It is higher level of short interest, but there's no specific catalyst driving that up. Yeah, no volume there. Right, let me cut out some of the wheat from the chaff here. Let's get rid of some of the crap in terms of volume. Here as well. Viva Therapeutics was a big mover back the start of the 4th. Last would have been Wednesday. I think I traded this on Wednesday. This is the one that I traded. I only traded one stock per day. I think it was, well, a couple of stocks per day last week. And this was one of them. I was able to get good momentum on this pre-market. Once it broke $2, went up to kind of 280. I made some money on that. Not trading it right now. It's 167. Wait for it to break $2 again. That's my rules. I'm not saying you can't make money with sub $2 stocks. You can, and if you've got a small account, then you're kind of forced to go down that route because you're not likely to get many shares with no leverage on a $3-4 stock or whatever, or a higher value stock. So just not part of my strategy. No, it's a bit extended for me now, and I was watching this for a break of 12.20, and it's gone up there now. It's 12.43, and it's just not got the volatility. We're talking 10 cents volatility, 10 cents on the ATR. I was looking for that break of pre-market highs, and I missed it. But it came back and tested it as support, and it's moved up now. It's a good 25% move that I've missed. So, hey, you can't catch them all. It's not Pokemon. I'll have a look at that for you, Puno. 10.13, it's looking strong. Not much volatility in terms of the ATR. We're talking about 5 cents ATR, but it is strong moving up. So if you've got the patience for it, fine. I prefer something a little bit more volatile. MMV making moves back up again, trying to get back green on the day. Altered to the upside. Multi-metaverse. 70 cent. This is risky. I think you could. There's opportunities on this one, but it's very risky. This is one of those high risk, high reward type trades, stocks that you want to be. HKD was doing it a while ago. We're looking at big spreads with big volatility, and we're looking at currently an ATR of about 70 cents. So the spreads are probably a similar amount when it resumes. Well, we'll see. 10:05. This is due to resume in 4 minutes. It's a 10-minute halt. Apple making moves up again, breaking highs. If you're wondering why I'm not being as aggressive and active trading as I normally am, it's because I've got blurred vision right now. I had an eye infection last week, and it's affected my vision. I came to my, this is the first day I've actually sat at my workstation, and I'm looking at things, and I've got my glasses on, but it's like it's the same level of visibility I would have if I didn't have my glasses on. So I'm struggling to see the numbers and stuff, and that's why I'm being very cautious with my entries. You should be very cautious with your entries anyway, guys. But right now, I'm just that blurred vision's making it. I didn't actually do any diving, Flip Jug. I went across there and didn't do any diving at all, which is I did plenty swimming. But I didn't do any diving. I had lots of other things that I was getting up to, so. But no, I don't know. I don't know how I got the infection. I picked it up while I was over there for sure. It might have been in the pool. I don't know. And that's the snoring chow chow. Guys, that's a good question. It's been a while. So how many likes have we got on the old tickety tockety? Let me know. How many likes do we have on the old tickety top? We've got this put it on the 5. 1080 is a key level. 1085, so let's see if we can't get above that. Let me know how many likes we've got on the old tickety top. Is it, do I feed the dog a treat now? Right, yeah, I said the T word, she heard it. Always great, Flip Jug. Always great. Expensive this time round, but you know, it's worth the extra. It's worth the extra money. Once you've flown business, you never want to be in cattle class again. Well, for long haul. I mean, short haul, it's not too bad. You don't mind being in cattle class for an hour or two, but when you're talking like 13, 14 hours at a time, there's no reason to be in. If you can afford it, not everybody can, but if you can afford it, you should be in business. It's so much better. Are you still in Bed Bath & Beyond, Puno? It got over the $750 level. It's slowly working its way up. It's pulling back a little bit, back to the $750 level. The SPY, the markets are actually pulling back a little bit now, so that's another thing you got to watch out for. Okay, so we're up at 1250s. Got resumption here on multi-metaverse. The spreads are actually what, 40-50 cents, ranging between 30 and 30 to 50 cents. Spreads actually 1 cent spread there right now. This is high risk, but it could be quite a good reward on it if you're taking it. There are now spreads of 50 cents. Volume on Marathon Digital right now, I mean, it's up there. It's kind of following the market. Volume 12 million. What are we? 18%. So Mara should be up here. Yeah, it's slightly under the average. Normally does about 18 million shares a day, does Marathon Digital. It's currently 12, but we've still got the rest of the day, so it's probably on point for you know, a regular day in terms of volume there. What's the volume on MMV? Oh, let's go back and find out. 1.5 million at the minute. That resumption after that halt was a big. It was like 250,000 shares in that one candle, that 1 minute candle. I mean, average volume on this is 1.8 million. It's 1.6 now, so it's going to be. It's better than average. Multi-metaverse. I don't know what they do. I can't see any particular catalyst which is causing it to be so volatile. The fact that the spreads are so big. I mean, the good news is that the volatility is enough to cover the spreads. We're looking at a 74 cents ATR, where the spreads currently are about 30 cents. You love those YOLOs, Puno. Right now, it's not setting up for me for, I mean, with the potential cup and handle position here. So I'm looking here for a move back up. If it gets above 12.50, that cup and handle break of $13 could move up and get past that pre-market high. If it gets past the pre-market high of 1378, 1475, whatever it is, 1477, then that could be a very profitable trade. Well, I've not bought MMV yet, but no, just looking for this potential cup and handle pattern here. So I'm looking for a potential cup and handle breakout here, and it needs to be above $12. That's where the VWAP is right now. The VWAP is 11.99, so it needs to be above $12 for me to go long on it. All right, I've got 10 minutes left. We're 2 grand up. It's a green day. It's a profitable day. I'm struggling with my eyesight today, so I apologize if I've been calling out numbers that are wrong or calling out names that are wrong. I'll take a look at that for you. Mongo, Puno. Right, okay, so G Medical Innovation is currently, it's at 401. That's 4, it's currently up at 411. It's halted to the upside. Not a lot of volume, I would say, on this. There's not a lot of volume on it, so just be careful with this one. It is moving upwards nicely, but it is it's got decent $14 ATR. Oh, no, it's not. I've got an ATR on the 20, 19 cent ATR. So this is moving up nicely, up at 450s now. So into a halt at 470. Missed it. Good call it though, Puno. I'll keep an eye on that one. So that one's another one that's halted. So there we go. Well, I think that's pretty much it. If you want to learn how to, let me just pull this up. If you want to learn how to take day trade profitably, come join the Day Trade with Tony community, guys. How many stocks am I trading? One at a time. I've traded 2 today, so far. I don't know. It's just me. I'm a kind of but OCD or ADD or whatever. I can only concentrate on one stock at a time. I've tried. I can trade multiple, providing I've got stops in place with it. If I've got stops in place, I can flip between one and the next, and I'll put stops in place. And once I get stopped out, I'll look for another entry. I can do that, but if it's a particularly volatile stock, I want to concentrate on that one at a time. So I've traded 2 stocks today. I've made $2,000. It's a green day, not quite over goal yet. There's plenty of time left. So I'll finish up and is there any news on GMVD? Let me have a look for you, shall I? What the particular catalyst is. So G Medical Innovations, in your own time. So G Medical Innovations, no catalyst. Corporate statement issued Form 6 last Wednesday, or Wednesday before last. I've not got a news catalyst for the volatility, which is something you're going to be wary of, because it could be being pumped ready for an offering, or it could be being pumped. There's not a lot of it's not a short squeeze at all. There's like 1.5% short interest. It's a micro float that will give some of the volatility. That will tell you some of the volatility, reason for the volatility. It's a micro float, like 780,000 shares in the float, so it's a very small float. So with particular levels of volume, and we're talking what, 44,000 in that last one. Average volume on this is 42,000. Current session volume on 138,000. So we're like, what's that? 3x on the relative volume. So yeah, it's there's no particular catalyst, but it's just moving. There may be a catalyst come to light later, but It's moving volatile. So just be careful with that one. It could be a bit of a dump, a pump and dump. Yeah, I'll take a look at that later, buddy. I wouldn't. So where would I take HKD? I wouldn't. Quite frankly, it's not something I will trade anymore. I got stung on it. And El Puno will vouch for me on this one. So HKD 23 feet. Where would I take this right now? No, this is. I'd sell this if I could. This is on short sale restriction, so it's unlikely to short it. But I would sell this rather than go long on it. If this breaks 21.25 again, I would say it's probably going to break down. It's 21.20 for sure. If it breaks 21.20, it's going to sell off. It's not looking great. It went up to on Friday, went up to $65, and this is the thing with HKD. It's like that. This is the one that went up to, was it nearly $3,000 a share back in, when was it? August last year, on very little volume as well. Now, there's more volume in this one than there used to be, but HKD is one of those that it's extremely volatile. It can make big moves. It's very, very scary one to trade. And it doesn't necessarily adhere to what, expectations. So just be careful if you're trading it. No, I don't just look at the gains, coolest. I look at the momentum. I look at the price action momentum. Which way is it moving? I look at the patterns in the price action. I look for volume. I look for catalyst that is driving that price action. There's a number of different things I look for. I teach on the Day Trade with Tony course. I teach everything that I look for in terms of trade selection, stock selection, when I'm taking a trade or before I take a trade. Yeah, I think we're done for today. So let's have a quick look. Check out my link tree. If let's have a quick look here what we can do. This is my link tree. The link there is in the top corner. If you want to check out the link tree, you by all means, get some merchandise. I broke my mug, so I need to put another order in, get a new mug. Check out the Day Trade with Tony merchandise. But if you want to learn how to trade the way I trade, don't be as aggressive as me, I would say, and I do that. Have me as your mentor, get access to the private Discord, which is for Day Trade with Tony students only. Come check out Day Trade with Tony. It's a course that's aimed at beginner traders or intermediate traders that are struggling to get consistently profitable. So come join us. This is the full syllabus is here. You can actually see this initial lecture on YouTube for free if you want to check that out. It's over an hour. There's over 20 hours of lecture material there on what I do for trading, how I trade. Risk management is key. We'll look at stock selection. I was just talking about what I'm looking for in stock selection. The charts and understanding what you're looking for in your charts. The chart patterns that I like to trade intraday. Because we're talking about intraday trading strategies as well. So the strategies I use, scanning for stocks and scanning for opportunities. I use Benzinga. I'll come to that in a second. So come check this out. It's 120 bucks a month. I've not increased it. I should increase it. I'm giving it away. It's a steal. It's 120 bucks a month. You can learn it in a month, but people are sticking around on average. People are sticking around. So people are sticking around for at least 3 months on average. Some are longer. I've got people on the Day Trade with Tony community that have been still using the course and learning from the course 9 months after they've taken it, but they're finding it very useful. So come join us on that. Again, if you want to know how to find stocks, check out Benzinga. This is what my Benzinga looks like. This is one of my, so I've got my gap scanner here, I've got my movers, my momentum scanner here, I've got the real-time scanner here, I've got my signals, I've got my news, rolling news. So this is what my Benzinga looks like. It really is a fantastic tool. Check it out for free, for 14 days for free. You don't even need a CC number or anything like that. Just use your email. And if you do want to, after trying it for 14 days, you do want to use Benzinga, don't pay full price. Use my discount code. You can get at least 35% off. You can get up to, I think, 65% off if you go for a longer subscription, but at least 35% off using my discount code. TraderView is the journal I use for tracking my trades, and Dash Trader is the platform that you've just been watching me trade on. So with that, I'm going to end the stream, and I will be back at it tomorrow. I think that's the stream that I'm looking at, or is it that one? No, it was that one. So where are we? There we go. So yeah, be back at it tomorrow, and come join me 90 minutes before the market opens. I was a little bit late starting today. I was trying to get a doctor's appointment for my eyes. I thought I might be able to get one for this afternoon, so I didn't go live on time, because if I could have got an appointment for this afternoon, I'd have been going off getting my eyes fixed instead of trading. But we've had a profitable day so far, and we'll be doing it again tomorrow, 90 minutes before the market opens. That's 8 a.m. market time. That's 1 p.m. here in Ireland, same time in the UK. Come join me tomorrow, and we'll do it all again. In the meantime, look out for my trade review post a little bit later on YouTube. If I take any more trades, I'll let you know what I've taken and where I finished up on the day. And I do that every time I'm trading. So come join me and tomorrow, and we'll do it all again.